A few months ago on my channel, I predicted that the two main marketplaces on Bitcoin, Unisat and Ordinals Wallet, would have a massive airdrop for early users. Well, guess what? I was wrong. However, if you've been an early user and an early ordinal enjoyer, you are sitting pretty right now. We've already received tons of airdrops. In fact, if you set up a couple of wallets, you're probably sitting on a couple of, I don't know, 10, 20, 30, $40,000 just in free tokens at a minimum. And if you did multiple wallets, you received way more than that. I'll just run through a couple of them for you. The first one was the Runestone airdrop. This is currently priced around 0.078 Bitcoin, or let's just call it around 5 or 6K. You had RSIC. This is also around 4 to 5K. We also got airdropped some Feeling Good NFTs, some of the pizza runes, just depending on the time frame and what you were holding. We also got airdropped the RBGO runes, the rune rats, the game of blocks, and basically all you got to do is you open up your Bitcoin wallet and you could just see random tokens just coming in. In fact, there's one just being sent to my wallet right now. I have no idea what this is, but hey, it's just a new airdrop that literally just shows up in your wallet. Sometimes it could be like a $4,000 airdrop. Sometimes it could just be a $100 airdrop. Nobody knows. It's just free airdrops in your wallet. You really can't complain at all. But this is one of the perks of being an early ordinal enjoyer. So in today's video, I want to go over one protocol in particular that is massively underfarmed on Bitcoin. And then we'll talk about the second protocol that's going to be dropping its token on the 21st. If you were watching some videos on this channel, I was talking about Merlin Chain. Merlin Chain is going to be releasing its token in just a few days, right after the halvening. So the next few days are going to be pretty spicy. By the way, if you guys are new to this channel, I talk all things crypto, DeFi, NFTs, ordinals, you name it. If that's your cup of tea, make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and tell me where you guys are watching this video from. Our like ratio is at like a 10% to our viewer count. So, I mean, either I'm making some awful videos or you guys are just forgetting to like. I don't know. We'll find out. But if you guys do like this video, at least hit that little heart button to tell me like, oh, bro, I like the videos, or be like, nah, bro, this is trash. Anyways, guys, let's go and get into the first protocol. This is Liquidium. In my opinion, this thing is massively underfarmed. I'm going to show you guys how to do this. Now, Liquidium allows you to borrow against your NFTs, and it also allows you to lend out your Bitcoin for a yield. I really think this thing is massively underfarmed, because if you go to the leaderboard, there are only 2,500, like 2,500 different wallets that are actually using this thing. And they have a points program going on. So I know for sure that this is going to be a airdrop. But let me go ahead and walk you guys through this, show you guys how to do this. It's actually really simple to farm this, and you can get a spicy yield on some Bitcoin if you own no ordinals. These guys already announced they're going to be having a rune. So if you are farming this and getting some points, so you're basically going to be getting exposure to runes when it drops. But this is what it will look like. So if you have some NFTs or some ordinals you want to lend out, this is where you're going to do it. Let's say I want to borrow against my BTC machine. What I will do is I will click borrow. I will click my BTC machine, and then I will choose the sats per VByte I want to borrow at. Right now it's doing the default of 0.13 Bitcoin. If I want to get a lower one because I don't want to pay a yield, I can do that as well. So what I would do is I click on the offers, and I would see what the offers are. So if I simply just wanted to borrow 0.05 Bitcoin, I can click borrow and then go through this transaction process. And then I would have my BTC machine as collateral, and I would be borrowing this Bitcoin. I have 16 days to return this with the interest. So I'm borrowing 0.05 Bitcoin, and I need to repay 0.05176 Bitcoin within 16 days. The reason for that is because that's my interest payment. This is due by the 1st. If you fail to repay the amount to the lender within 16 days, your loan will expire and your collateral will be roasted. So this is a really good way to pick up some ordinals on the cheap, and it's also a good way to get instant liquidity for your ordinal. Now that's the borrowing side. Now if you want to lend some Bitcoin, you can get a really good yield. These are the different APYs on each of these tokens. You can see here lending out to a virus, you get 351%, a machine 120%, the feeling good 250. This is paid in Bitcoin. This is a really high yield. Obviously, you are in a order book model, so it's not like you lend it out. It's instant. In fact, like when you lend out to one of these guys, you are selecting the amount that you want to give. So if I want to lend out 0.001 Bitcoin, I could do this. Well, actually, that's a little bit too low. The gas is not even worth it. So I can do 0.002 Bitcoin. Well, minimum offer actually is 0.03. So let's do that. So I can create this offer and it will automatically create it. No gas, no nothing. It literally just creates an offer. So if I want to cancel my offer, what I would do is I go to the portfolio and see the offer that I have, and I can close this. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this offer, and boom, it's deleted. So that is how you can lend to any of these people, lend out your Bitcoin and earn a yield on it. So it's pretty self-explanatory, but this thing is massively underfarmed. So if you want to get a high interest or a high yield on your Bitcoin, this is a great way to do it. If you want to pick up some NFTs on the cheap, if you're lucky, this is also a great way to do it. If you own an ordinal and you need instant liquidity to go ape your favorite token or whatever you want to buy with it, this is also a great way to do it. But I'll leave a link in the description below to check this out. But basically how the points works is the lenders, they get 100% of the points upon initiating the loan, and borrowers get 50-50. So 50 at the start and 50 when they repay the loan. So the points are varied based on what it is. But for example, a loan of 0.1 Bitcoin will net you 10,000 points at the initiation. And then the dude who borrows, he would get 5,000 points. And then upon repayment, he will get the other 5,000 points. You can monitor your points on the leaderboard. Again, that part is pretty self-explanatory. Now, as for the airdrop, you will be able to claim this here, but right now the page got liquidated. It's not live yet. So once the airdrop goes live, this is where you would claim it. Now, this is also a super underfarmed airdrop on Bitcoin. This is more so on a Bitcoin layer 2. This is the stacking DAO. This is where you can liquid stake some STX tokens. But basically think of this like your Lido Finance, or think of it like your Jito on Solana. So basically how you would do this is you would liquid stake some stacks. You would stake the STX token and you would get a liquid stake derivative. They currently have a points program going on. So if you have a bunch of idle STX, you can lend it out here and get a nice juicy yield. I'll leave a link in the description below for this as well. But this one is pretty self-explanatory. And then the last one is Merlin Chain. I've already talked about this one a couple of times on the channel. This one is going to be dropping on the 21st. So it's a little bit too late to farm this now. But this one is going to be the layer 2 token for the Merlin Chain. And actually, last but not least, it's actually Magic Eden. So if you guys have been using Magic Eden on Bitcoin, you should be able to claim some of your gems. Right now, they've done on Solana, they've done on Ethereum, and I believe on Polygon. Bitcoin is going to be the last one to go, but loyalty gets rewarded, past, present, and future. Go ahead and get some gems. These gems are worth like 14 to 20 cents on Whales Market. So this is one of the other airdrops that's going to be happening on Bitcoin. Guys, it really pays dividends to be a early ordinals enjoyer. Think of it like being one of the early Ethereum users. You got tons of airdrops. If you guys remember Uniswap was one of the biggest airdrops, and it was kind of the first token for the airdrop meta. There are going to be several other airdrops on Bitcoin. I don't think you've missed the boat. They literally give you airdrops in your wallet. All you got to do is have some of these OG ordinal collections. The OG ordinal collections are like your Bitcoin frogs, your BTC machines, like the sub 100Ks, or even having a runestone and just simply being active, making some transactions, buying on Magic Eden, buying on Unisat, buying on Ordinal's wallet. Just be active on these things. I do still think Unisat and Ordinal's wallet will have a airdrop, but again, guys, this is a new ecosystem. I really think it's underfarmed. Most people are messing around with the EVM stuff. This is probably the fairest marketplace out there because everyone gets in on the ground floor having to mint stuff. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm also going to leave a link in the description below to my free airdrop guide. This will go through all the different protocols and chains that you can go and farm on. And if you guys would like to get access to the full airdrop sheet with airdrops to claim, tokens to hold, NFTs to hold, a pre-runes and runes playbook on Bitcoin, you guys can check that out in the Digi Squad Discord. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Let's go ahead and hit you guys with that wisdom one-liner. Proverbs chapter 18, verses 23. The poor plead for mercy, but the rich answer harshly. Be good, be righteous. Peace.